Alright, I found this article on the Gateway Pundit. Russian lawmakers passed law banning LGBTQ propaganda among all ages. So, one part of me wants to say this is bad, but the other part of me sees what's happening in the West. Russian parliament passed a bill on Thursday that effectively outlaws any public demonstration of an LGBTQ lifestyle and behavior, as it expands a ban on LGBTQ propaganda. Now, I've never seen a LGBT parade in IRL, but I've seen some pictures. I don't know where this one's from, but it's disgusting. I sure hope there weren't any kids in that crowd. So when the article talks about outlawing public demonstrations of LGBT lifestyle and behavior, I think of that picture. So I don't really feel bad about it. Again, given everything that's happening in the West, can't really blame them. According to The Guardian, the law criminalizes any attempt to promote non-traditional sexual relations in movies, online advertisements, or in public. A main reason for that? A child's brain is a sponge. It absorbs information, like a sponge absorbing water. So if they're constantly bombarded with LGBT stuff, in public, advertisements, movies, etc., they'll take it in. They'll absorb it.
We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep them from disco.
Disclaimer, I know that the San Francisco Gay Man's Choir says it was a spoof, but if that was some kind of joke, it's spot on with what's happening in my opinion. So back to the article. It's an amendment to legislation passed in 2013 that was used to detain LGBT rights activists and barred the promotion of non-traditional sexual relations among minors, children, which in the West reminds me of like Drag Queen Story Hour. Today, such a ban, propaganda of non-traditional sexual relations, applies exclusively to children. Of course, this is clearly not enough, said Alexander, gonna get the name wrong, Kistin, chairman of the State Duma's Information Committee. So they want to expand the law to include all ages, and they also want to establish a separate, even more stringent ban on pedophilia among children. Not only propaganda, but of any information that promotes non-traditional sexual relations. And they're bringing in fines will be imposed on those who demonstrate LGBT propaganda. Companies or other legal organizations can be penalized, fined. Non-citizens will be subject to detention for up to 15 days or removal from the country. The Russian President Vladimir Putin is expected to sign the bill in the coming days. Since the start of the war in Ukraine, the Kremlin has launched a fresh effort to promote traditional values, with the Russian leader making anti-gay rhetoric one of the cornerstones of his political agenda. In a recent speech, Putin accused the West of moving towards open Satanism, citing the promotion of gay and transgendered rights in Europe as an example. So I guess Putin doesn't know about the Church of Satan. So in summary, I'm going to close with this love is love stuff. The LGBT used it to say that people of the same sex loving each other is just love. Well, that's a slippery slope in that, what if a 50-year-old loves a 6-year-old? And not, in a parental way, in a very perverse way? That's why, in my opinion, this whole love is love stuff is a slippery slope, in my opinion. Alright, that's it for my little ramble. Take care.